Hey, tonight let's talk about the Genx program. I've had several of you ask me questions about it, about what it is, and how it applies to your business, and how to use the Genx tracking sheet. So I just thought that making a message about this would be helpful for all of you. Okay, so what is Genx? If you're new, you might have seen some information about it. It is on my website under the Genx link. There's more information about it. You can check it out there. But here's what Genx is. It's a program that you want to be a part of if you want to see consistent results in your Mary Kay business from month to month. If you want to move up, or even if you want to see consistent money come in. There's basically 3 tracks that you can choose to run on. One is Genx Minimum, and if you're in that track, then you're going to be tracking 15 faces in a month, a 650 wholesale order, and 5 guest or career surveys. Then there's also a level up from that, and it's Genx Elite. And if you're on this track, you're going to be tracking 30 faces in a month, 10 guest or career surveys, 1 new team member that comes from those 10 guest or career surveys, and 1,000 wholesale reorder. That will come from your 2,000 plus in sales. And then there's a step above that, and that's Genx Super Achiever. And that's tracking 50 faces in a month, 20 guest and career surveys, 2,000 in sales, or at least 2,000 in sales, but a 1,200 wholesale order to support that, and two new team members that come from your activity. Okay, so those are the 3 paths. Let me tell you this. This is what Genx is. It's tracking for your business. It's strategy. It's a frame of reference. It's non-emotional, and it's simple. So let me go through each of these. Tracking for your business. Everyone who sells anything needs to use the Genx sheet. You would never come across a successful business owner who doesn't track their progress and track their activity. This helps you to trace everything back to know exactly what you've done, okay? So you need to use the sheet if you sell anything or practice on anyone. All right, it's strategy. When you have a goal and you're not sure how to get from point A to point B, Genx is your strategy. It's the track to be on, and your Genx or Genx Elite or Genx Super Achiever activity will help you to get from point A to point B. Genx is your frame of reference, and this will help you to see where you're at in a certain point in the month and what you need to finish the month strong. So it gives you a frame of reference with what you've done, what you've completed already, and what you still need to complete. It's non-emotional when you're feeling emotional about your business. If you're frustrated over something or discouraged, you can look at the activity and know exactly why you are where you are. Because numbers and activity, they are a telltale sign of the results that you experience. And it's simple. It's 1 sheet of paper per month that tracks every aspect of your business. The women you're in front of, the parties you have, the sales that you have, each person and what they buy, the wholesale that you order from the company, the career surveys you do, the guests that you bring, the team members you add, everything that you do is all on 1 sheet. So this is your Genx tracking sheet. And let me go over really quick how to fill it out. It's honestly really simple. So you see this section up here. This is just where you record the names of the women that you let try the product that you're in front of at your facials and your parties. And under their name, put the total retail that they bought. Just the total money that you collected from them. So even if they got a little discount, if their total money they gave you was, for example, $45.29, I put $45.29 by her name. Okay? And then in this middle section here, and up here, just continue to add to it each week what you've accomplished and what you've done. So at the end of the month, you have 1 full sheet filled out. In the middle section, this is where you record new orders that you've collected for the week. Just add it all up for the week. Reorders are customers who reorder from you. So that's where I would put that. And then your total. So this gives you a total retail sales for the week. Now, this section where it says career surveys, and you list each career survey that you hold, and for each week, you can also list the guest that you bring to guest events there as well. And then there's a section that you'll see it says month to date. And that's just what you total up at the end of the month. You can leave that blank until the very end of the month and then fill in what your totals were for each category for the month end. Okay, so then you have one sheet for each month. So this is an example of a filled out complete sheet. This is my sheet from the month of January. You can see that I did well over 50 faces. I think it was like 53. I had a Genx Super Achiever month, and I even have some scribbles on there from where I added some orders and had some reorders and all of that. And I wrote down all of my guest and career surveys. And it looks like I did 52 faces, 17 career surveys and guest, and 2,247 in retail sales. Okay, so that would be what one looks like filled out. And if you want an example of where I put this, I have a binder. It's called my brain binder. And I actually have a tab. Let me see if I can show you this. So I have a tab for all of my Genx sheets for the several next coming months, and that way I can easily just flip to a blank sheet for the next month. Okay, so go ahead on my website, print out several of these sheets, and make sure that you're going on Sunday nights, you're filling it out, and you're keeping record of everything you do. And on Sunday night, after you fill it out, go on aprilhutchinson.net and click on the Genx submission link and put your numbers in. Plug it in there. That helps me to know where you're at towards your goal and how I can support you. So I hope this message is helpful about the Genx program, and I am cheering you on to finishing Genx strong in the month of March so that you can be on track to earn the event with Julia at my house on April 9th. I would love to pack my house with each of you there.